Hello there, I'm the Thirsty Bookworm, and I'm truly glad you're here to join me today because we are going to try something a little bit different, and I believe you're really going to enjoy this one. You can see what I've done here is taken this blank canvas and assigned certain areas with numbers that correspond with different colors. Let's just see if we can paint a happy little bottle of Michter's rye. This is the whiskey Talkin. Now I'm going to flash all of the different colors across the screen that you are going to need in order to paint along with me. I'm just going to use these cheap kids paint brushes and start getting some basic shapes. We'll worry about detail a little later on. Now, let's just have some fun. Don't forget to wash your brush by beating the devil out of it. Now I've talked about Michter's brand before, so I'm not going to get into that too much here. Just the broad strokes. We don't need all that detail now. Michter's is out of Kentucky, and they seem to take whiskey very seriously. I get the impression from their website that they are very involved in the process, even down to the cooperage and farms that grow their grains. Let's just sneak this cork in real quick. There it is. We knew it was there. While we're talking about grains, the mash bill of this rye is a bit of a mystery. What we do know, it's at least 51% rye. The rest is up to our imaginations and the distillery's limitations. Just barely touch the canvas. Caress it, very gently. They put this beautiful liquid into the fire-charred new American white oak barrels at 103 proof and into the bottle at 84.8 proof. Some people find this taste best. You find what works for you. You know me. I love drinking it neat, but maybe we add a little water in there to suit your needs better. These little details are what make your painting sell it. You really like them. They'll pay dividends. As you can see, they went with their usual bottle and label design. I guess that's what works best for them. They did change up the colors of the label. They tap in a little bit of color, just tapping to get a nice distinction from variety to variety of their brand. Now let's take a peek at that precious liquid inside the bottle. I'm using my artistic license here. You have to make some big decisions whether you want to go realistic here and use their beautiful copper color, or maybe add a little flair. We all see nature through different eyes. This whiskey has very nice legs. On my scale of Lieutenant Dan to Dr. Frankenfurter, I would say this scores Stephen Dorff in the film I Shot Andy Warhol. Oh there, we don't want this little guy left out. Now, let's take a deep breath. What do you smell? My wife noses this whiskey. She smells vanilla and brown sugar or caramel, something along those lines. Creamy and cookie doughy. Now initially, I smelled oak and pepper, but after her assessment, I really noted cow tails. No, not on the farm from the gas station, of course. Those delicious cream-filled caramel treats. But whatever you smell in your little world, that's exactly what's in there. Michter's website doesn't give any suggestions on the nose, but as for taste, they say spice with peppery notes, citrus, butterscotch, and oak. I have to agree. When I take a sip, I taste sharp tanginess and spiciness up front. Eucalyptus in the middle, maybe? Certainly a dusty oak. Lots of citrus. Specifically Ecto-Cooler juice box on the back end. Do you remember those as a kid? I do. Wasn't Ghostbusters a beautiful film? Anyway, anybody can do this with almost no practice. Just take a sip and say what you taste. Don't let anyone tell you what you taste. Now then, you might be thinking, tell us what you really think of it. So I will. I think this is a fine bottle of whiskey. It's my first rye, and I'm not sure that's going to be my favorite category. I probably won't drink this neat a whole lot, but I have found it to be great in cocktails. So far, I've tried it in an old-fashioned and a Sazerac, and both were very well balanced and flavorful. Where I reside, this stuff goes for about $40. To be honest, I'm not sure if it's worth that because I haven't tried any other rye to compare it to. If you're following along at home, don't be afraid, just get brave. And if you have time, take a little photograph and send them in. We'd love to see them. As far as rating, I'm going to give this 2 out of 4 Ninja Turtle graphic novels. I'm the Thirsty Bookworm, and this has been the Whiskey Talkin'. I hope you enjoyed. Happy painting. Closed captioning and other considerations sponsored by Blind Pig Barrels, where the handmade art is as functional as it is decorative. Check out Blind Pig Barrels for bottle openers, Glencairn coasters, flight boards, and more.